does that even mean, Bowers game corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review, and today we're excited checking out Virus from Goliath. This is for 2 to 6 players, ages 6+. It'll take you, I don't know, about 15-20 minutes to play, and in Virus, this is a very simple game in which you are going to try and get 4 healthy organ cards in front of you, and they'll come in a couple different colors. If you get 4 healthy organ cards in front of you, you win the game. Also helping you out, you can immunize yourself by giving yourself different pill cards, which will protect you from other people playing viruses on you, because the last thing you do is you can play viruses on other people and even destroy their organs. But mixed in, there's going to be a whole bunch of other different special ability cards, ones that will let you steal someone's entire body, ones that will let you steal people's organs, or sneeze on them, or do some other funny thematic stuff. It's a very light, simple game, but it's very good. Let's open it up, and I'll tell you what I think. But before we get into that, if you want to help support the channel, consider supporting the Patreon down below. It helps make the audio, the video, all that sort of stuff better. But let's open up Virus. Alrighty then, we're going to take a look at what you're going to get inside of Virus. So first and foremost, we're going to handy-dandy rule sheet. It's one very tall page, double-sided. Most of it is actually just going over the different icons, the different viruses, medicines, and treatments. Overall, very well done rule booklet. Should have you up and running in no time at all. Huge thumbs up on it. So in Virus, this is a very simple card game in which you are going to be trying to get 4 healthy organs in front of you. And there's going to be 5 different types of organs in the game. Yellow organs, green organs, blue organs, red organs, and of course, wild organs. Which, let me show you all of those. And then there. So those are the 5 different types of organs in the game. If you ever get 4 healthy organs in front of you, you are going to win the game. But that's not going to be so easy because people are going to be laying down diseases on you. If they lay down a disease on you, then you would go from having 4 healthy organs, which would win you the game. Let's go in this example. You'd go from 3 healthy organs to 2 healthy organs because you have to cure this organ before you can do it. But what you can do is you can play medicine. And the medicine you can either play after you've been attacked or before you've been attacked to keep you safer. So if someone tries to attack you with a green attack right there, then both those cards go away, but your organ is still healthy. So, but there's also some bad things that can happen. So for instance, if one player lays this card and the other player says, ha, I'm going to play this card. If you ever have 2 diseases on an organ, that organ is dead. It's destroyed. It goes in the middle of the game. It is gone. Likewise, if you ever have say 2 pills, which these are the medicine right here, that either cure diseases or they prevent you, immunize you from them, then you can flip them over, and now this is completely safe from everything being messed with it, except for one very specific card in the game, which I'll show you a little bit later. So those are the 3 main cards. You're going to have hearts, which are your organs. You're going to have the pills, which will either cure diseases that have been placed on you or prevent you from getting diseases, hopefully, and then you have the viruses themselves, which you're going to play on other people. But along the way, there's going to be some special cards. There's special wilds, which they look like wilds, so I'm not really going to show you too much about them. They pretty much, there's wild pills, there's wild diseases, and there's wild organs out there. But then there's also some special cards in the game, these ones, which actually have a good deal of humor. So this is the sneeze card. If you play this card, all the diseases that you have on your organs in front of you get sneezed on other people, which is kind of funny. This is the, which one is that? That's the swap an organ card. So this one, very powerful. It lets you swap one of your organs for someone else's or just 2 people's organs, period. And the one rule you have to follow in this game, that's a big rule you always have to follow, is you can never have 2 of the same color organs in front of you. You have to get 4 different colored organs to win the game, and you can never have a red and a red. So if someone was trying to swap you and give you 2 of the same, they can't do it. But you can give someone a hurt organ and pick up a healthy organ. Very powerful card. We also have the Organ Thief, of course, which just lets you steal someone's organ and put it into your body. We got this one, which pretty much you reapply gloves. I don't know how it works thematically, but everyone else has to discard all 3 of their cards, which, you know, they're probably saving for specific situations, and then they lose their next turn drawing back up to cards. And I think there's maybe one more other special one. Yeah, the big one, the Medical Error, where you swap your entire body with someone. It's that sort of game. But let's actually show you how the game is work and what you're going to do on your turn now that we've gone over a little bit of how it works. Because it is a really, a very simple game. So give it a good shuffle. Everybody's going to get dealt 3 cards. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Sure, we'll go like that. And how it's going to work is on your turn, you only have a couple choices that you can do. And the main one is you're going to play down a card. You can either play down a card to help you, like playing this, or you can play down a card to hurt someone else. So if someone had a blue organ out in front of them, then you could, on your turn, do that. But you can only do one thing, and only one thing. So this is a very quick, snappy game. So I might do that, and then I draw a card. And then this person might do that, and then they would draw a card. And then this person let's say maybe they do this, they play it on me, and they draw a card. Then it gets back to me, and I say, hey, forget that, owie. Then it goes back to them. And that's what you're going to be doing. And you just do that. It's very quick. It's very snappy. The only other action that you can take in the game is that if you can't play anything, or you don't want to play anything because they're all bad and not really going to help you that much, you can discard as many or as few of your cards as you want and then draw back up to 3. So that's nice. You don't get stuck with cards that you might not want. But as soon as anyone gets 4 healthy organs in front of them, they will be the winner of Virus. And that, in a nutshell, is how the game's played. Alright then, Virus, the contagiously fun card game from Goliath. What are my final thoughts? Let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First, on the con side, this is a very light, simple game. I don't see myself ever playing this game on a game night. Now, maybe if you're newer into hobby games and you play a lot of, say, gateway games, then yes, this might go over. But for me personally, I just don't see any situation where I'm going to play this on my game night. Maybe on like a hey, we're drinking kind of get together night. This is like a not really a party game, but just a low key. It goes up to 6 players, pretty well style game. I could see that potentially if you're playing with people who are non-gamers, because this feels very, very mass markety to a certain extent, where the mechanisms are very simple, easy to learn, easy to teach, which are great things. But you do need to know that there's not as much meat in this game as you would like, and most of your choices are very obvious, which is another thing. Most of the choices in this game are obvious. You only have 3 cards in your hand. It's like, well, I can't play this card, or so I guess I'll play the other card. So you need to know that going into it. Any other cons that I have with the game? The box is annoying. Like, it's just like, I think there's like 80 cards in here or something like that, maybe 100. 68 cards in the deck, and you need this big box. I understand why they do it, because they want more curb appeal, but it is still annoying that the box is way bigger than it needs to be. Last con is that I'd like to see player... I think what they should have done here is just added some more advanced cards, but I hope they do this in the future if it gets popular enough. More advanced cards that do all sorts of crazy stuff, but then just include a player reference card so that they can look at the symbol and then make it easy enough for kids to read it so they can figure out what everything does. But I digress. Moving on to the pros, Virus is great. I can't give this a good enough recommendation. That's a big number down there. I think we're going to put it like an 8.2 or 8.3, and I'll put it like this. If you're looking at this... I'm giving it an 8.2 or an 8.3, specifically looking at it playing with kids, because it is ages 6+. And every kid that I've played it with has really enjoyed this game, and it toes the line from being a children's game and a family game. And let me tell you what I mean by that. So a family game is something that you have to play with your kids, and they generally need you there in order to run the game. Like most kids, 6, 7, 8-year-old kids are not going to be able to run Ticket to Ride. They need you there for the rules. Whereas this game falls into that family category, where it's great for that, but it's also a children's game category, where I taught a couple 8-year-olds how to play this game, and we played like 3 games, and then I was like, all right, you guys stay at this table, I'm going to do some work, you can keep playing the game, and they taught the game to all the other kids. And once they have the different symbols memorized, this is absolutely a children's game. So if you have numerous kids, or you want to be in a situation where you want to just hand a game to the kids so they can play it, like an Uno, a Skip-Bo, that sort of thing, this falls into that category, which is why I'm giving it such a high recommendation, because that's where I live, being a daycare worker right now. So that's big. And I do like this an awful lot for that reason. I plan on playing it with my son. I'll probably do a Bauer Family Learns on this one as well. I think he's going to pick it right up and have a good time with it as well. The one adult that I have played it with enjoyed it, but she's not much of a gamer. But in the end, Virus, the contagiously fun card game. If you're looking at this as a game night style game, no, obviously, look somewhere else. It's not a lightweight filler game I'd recommend, and it's not just about anything when it comes to game night. But as maybe a family get-together style game, or adults getting together drinking, and you're playing with people that aren't necessarily gamers, it's like a gateway style game, yes. As a children's and family game, absolutely, that's the bread and butter here. Virus from Goliath Games, one I can recommend. If you're enjoying what I'm doing, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. If you want to support the channel, click on the little Amazon Associates link down below. Buy anything on Amazon, throws a couple pennies my way. And in the comments below, let me know what is the worst virus that you have ever had. For me personally, it was when I had the flu. I remember I was living with my ex-girlfriend Rachel in our trailer, and we had a Halloween party, and it was going to be a bomb Halloween party. This is when I was on unemployment. So I used to work at a factory. I got laid off for a year, and I rode on. I was laid off, and I went to college. And so my girlfriend was working, and she had this trailer, which she had given from her grandma. So we had a lot of extra cash. So we were throwing the most bomb Halloween party. There was going to be 30 people packed in our double-wide trailer. There was going to have stuff outside. We had a little space heater out there, and we were going to have it, like, the yard connect to the trailer. It was off the freaking chain. It was great. I had a lot of fun. But I got the flu. That's bad. It sucked. So I was like, you know what? I'm not missing this. I'm going to party. So I downed a whole bunch of Dayquil. Just Dayquil for days. Boom, 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 boom. And then I started drinking for days. And like, as soon as my best buddy got there was maybe like 15 people there. I was just like, party hard. Like we were doing shots and I was eating food. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh God. Oh dear God. So I immediately grabbed a trash can and I sat on the couch because like, I'm not leaving the party. So I sat on the couch and I was just sitting there throwing up because I had stupidly figured that food and liquor was going to help my flu. It did not. I did stay up for a couple hours though, kind of talking to people, kind of that sort of thing. Lots of people had pictures of me doing this, which was terrible. And then I slept for 20 hours. I slept for 20 freaking hours. But that's the worst virus I had. And after that, I felt pretty good though. But let me know in the comments below, what is the worst virus you've ever had? And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.